Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Blades and Bait. I hope all of you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. Anyway, in the past few days I did pick up something. Some of it is brown, others is green. Today we're just going to spew it all out. And no, we're not talking about getting plastered and getting drunk in some frat party. Instead, we're going to be talking about this little guy right here. This is the CRKT Spew. Let's take a closer look, see what it is. So, the CRKT Spew. The weird name that was given to this little, compact, small, lightweight knife that you can easily carry and conceal. Hence, the Spew, which stands for Small Pocket Everyday Wharncliffe. It is designed by Alan Foltz, and he is also the same designer as your CRKT Minimalist. The CRKT Spew's been around for a while. It's been around since 2012, I think. And for a while, I pretty much forgot all about it. And it's not until recently I went over to Walmart. They were selling it for only $21. You better believe for $21, I'm going to jump on it. After all, nowadays, if you look at it online, on Amazon and other places, it averages anywhere from $30 to $40. It comes in this blister pack, unlike many of the CRKT knives that comes in a green box. And inside, you have this paracord lanyard, so it gives you the choice of wearing it as a neck knife if you choose to. But with me, I'm not much of a neck knife guy, so the nice thing about it, they also include this belt clip. And this belt clip is nice as it allows you to position it in no matter which grommets you choose, and of course you can have it either horizontally like this and carry it scout style, or even have it vertically like this. And the choice is yours, which is attached to this thermoplastic sheath. Now the sheath itself, it does have a pretty good retention. You can shake it, it's not going to pop loose, and that's one of the main things that you want to look for, especially if you're intending to use this as a neck knife. I like that brown and black G10 handle, and it reminds me more or less like a micarta. It has this sort of like a crosshatch texturing on the side, which just gives you a much better grip and control of the knife. You have a small, subtle finger choil right here, which in comparison to the CRKT Minimalist, where the finger choils on this is a lot more aggressive, and it pretty much forces you to hold your knife in only a certain manner. This one allows you to hold your knife in whatever positions that you wish. And what's nice about this knife is that it is a full tang knife, which makes it a lot more durable and a lot more acceptable to abuse. It comes with your 5CR15 MOV steel. Boo! I mean, it's a soft budget steel. And the nice thing about it, I guess, if it gets dull, it makes it fairly easy to sharpen. But on the other side, because it is soft steel, it will get dull a lot sooner. Since it is such a small knife, they did include this little fob or this little lanyard on the back, which is actually attached to the handle itself. Nice thing about it, it just fills out your hand and gives you more control over your blade. But whether it's a Wharncliffe or sheep's foot, you have this straight edge right here, which feels very sharp. With the Wharncliffe, you have the blade starting from the base and tapers all the way down into this fine acute tip. which makes it very pointy and stabby, which also makes it ideal for slicing and piercing. That's why lately, and personally, I found the Wharncliffe blade to be more ideal and more practical than your standard drop point or clip point blade. In fact, for the past month I've been using this knife. This one is your Civivi Clavi, and this has been my #1 primary EDC for work more than anything else. Why? Because, well, one is it's long, it's slender, it has this very fine tip point right here. And the nice thing about it is that it allows you to access some of the more tighter spaces that you won't be able to with your typical drop point knife. And with a Wharncliffe blade, it allows you to do more of a precision work and some of your more of your detailed work as well. And I'll just use this as an example. And that's the nice thing about using the Wharncliffe knife. It allows you to just simply go into those tight spaces without damaging everything else. One thing for sure, if you are planning to use this as a neck knife, what I would highly recommend is that you will slide this fasten, or the snap, close to the end of the cord. This way, if you are hiking, fishing, and this happens to get caught up and snagged on the tree branch, it's not going to choke you out. It'll easily slide right off. That's just one of the advantages of using a Wharncliffe knife. Now, do a real quick comparison. Let's take, for example, this CRKT Minimalist, which is more or less of a Bowie knife. It does have a clip point and have an edge that sweeps up, where this is more ideal for your general use, whether you're hunting, cleaning game, filleting a fish. That's the nice thing about it, but it's really not intended for more of a downward or a pull cut. If you're planning to use this on a downward motion, you basically have only the curve and up to the tip as your cutting surface. Where if you're planning to use the Wharncliffe and you're planning to use it as more of a draw cut, you can see that you're pretty much utilizing the whole entire edge of it. That's why most utility knives that you see comes with a straight razor that has a similar shape to the Wharncliffe knife. The razor has this straight edge and it comes down to an angle, which is ideal for slicing and as well as giving you a little bit more leverage when you're using it on a pull cut or a draw cut. The nice thing about it, both knives are very lightweight. It functions well and for most things, except I do believe that the Wharncliffe knife is a little bit more practical than your drop point. And this is a little tiny knife. In fact, the overall length on this knife is only about 6¼ inches. And you have a cutting edge of 3" even, which makes it ideal to be carried around your neck or on your belt, and it's not going to weigh you down. Good little utility and general purpose knife. So if you're looking for a general use knife, whether it's for utility or a last ditch self-defense, the Spew might be a good option for you. Of course, that is if you can find it at a price that's not going to make you spew. Anyway, that's about it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please smash that like and leave your comments down below. Consider subscribing for some more knives, fishing, and kit videos. You guys take care, and I'll talk to you later.